Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at Avalanche, seeing what's going on. Awesome news. We did hit our target, our first profit target here for Avalanche. Still got a few left remaining, but we're seeing a pretty aggressive pullback here. And a lot of this stems from the Bitcoin retracement here, because Bitcoin is on the struggle bus, broke below the cloud, sweeping that lower level liquidity. We could see a bounce, but it's not looking phenomenal for Bitcoin right now, okay? So that said, if Bitcoin continues to drop, we could see the same thing from Avalanche, because most alts are getting hit fairly hard right now with that retracement, okay? So just keep in mind, Bitcoin pulling back, that can tend to happen. Right now, it seems like there's somewhat of a correlation between the two. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I love to teach people to trade. I do hope you can learn something here today. And if you want to become a better trader, again, cryptocash.tech is the site. Link down below. I've got a trading university, signals group, and of course an amazing community, so be sure to check it out. We did just take profits from Solana there with our day trade scalping bot. We took Avalanche 25% with last night's trade at 15 hours, and of course ICPA was another good pick there, 40%, 41% in 20 hours. Okay, so super happy those things worked out well for you guys. Thanks again for the wonderful feedback. Let's talk about the backend data here for Avalanche and kind of go from there, because this does tell us a little bit of a story here. Oftentimes you can't see it on the charts, and we can see there's still a heavy concentration above the price action and also below. This level's been here for a while, but $34 is a round number with a heavy concentration of liquidation down at the bottom. And then of course we got a lot of shorts. I don't know why people are shorting, because again, when you retest a recent high, the likelihood of the price breaking through that level is extremely high. Like you see this obvious cup and handle pattern. The price action comes all the way up to about 41.80, wipes out a healthy amount of longs, and then there's still some left at 42. So 42 is the next target for the whales, and or 34. But which one is closer, folks? Which one do you think is going to happen next? We'll see. Obviously, it just depends. I mean, the price could literally continue to fall for AVAX. Like, every coin has that potential. There's this critical mass you're going to hit eventually where the price can't go any further. But I don't think we're there yet, just based on the way that this trend has been continuing. It's been pretty solid, and we're still ascending positively on a lot of different time frames. So let's talk about that. Daily time frame, as I mentioned before, closure above $38 was super huge. We got a lot of ugly, aggressive candle wicks here, but for lack of better terms, $38 is a pretty solid support level for the moment. Okay, so we got to presume that will continue to hold until it doesn't. In fact, we'll just draw this guy out here a little further for future reference. Take a look here at all the stochastics, money flow index. Everything is maintaining itself at a perfect level. And I hate to say perfect, because really, I mean, you don't want things to be overextended, but you also kind of do, right? Because at this situation here, any kind of pullback could spell a reversal. We're not even close to that point yet. We're above all ascending trend lines here, looking great. There's really no reason to consider that the price is going to drop, okay? Now again, a lot of these ascending trend lines are running concurrent with moving averages, and they're slow to grow because they're running on a 20-day lag, right? So this 20-day SMA, 20 days ago, based on the last 20 days, the average price is $29, basically what it's telling us. Okay, so again, being above that level is important too. Okay, so again, nothing really changed on the daily. So just to recap, simple, standard, normal stuff there on the daily. 4-hour time frame here, of course, we can go ahead and double check a few things. I forget if we looked at Elliott Wave recently. I think we did, but it does presume that if this is the third wave and we hit our fourth lower low, or higher low rather, then we should presume that the price is going to break its most recent high. Okay, so I think breaking $43 is probable. There's targets of roughly $44, $50, and or $60. Again, these are just kind of random numbers based on Fibonacci retracement. We don't truly know which one's going to hit, but the key takeaway here is that we have more likelihood of the price action retesting its high and breaking it than we do the price pulling back at this point. Okay, that said, take a look at stochastic RSI, swinging down, of course, that's pretty standard. Money flow index is higher than the RSI, which I like, but we're still maintaining that 60 range on the RSI. That's good. That's good. It's not great, of course, but it's not bad either. Same thing with the divergence here on the MACD. We've been diverging for some time, but the price still goes higher. That's somewhat of a bullish trend because of the fact that we're losing that momentum, and as the price goes higher, imagine what happens when the MACD starts to converge and the price is right where it's at or a little bit higher. It'll massively break through a key level resistance. Okay, again, so we're losing momentum, if you will, but we've lost it for a long time since we capped out here at 43. So again, all the more reason why we should see the price action retest that level. We're comfortably above the 20-day SMA, and of course maintaining, bullishly concurrent with the 50-day SMA. Now, these trend lines are not perfect. Please recognize that. These are just kind of more like visual representations for myself, not necessarily a definitive line in the sand. So with us wicking down to hit this little trend line, it's not that big of a deal, but it does imply that we're still bullish on this trend, and that originally ran concurrent with the 20-day SMA. So hourly, let's go ahead and recap here as well. Just to quickly note a few things that are important. TD sequential is telling us we haven't really hit any overextended states. We're having these nice healthy continuations of 4s, 5s, and 6s. So really, it's actually better than you might think. It's kind of ugly, but it is establishing higher lows and higher highs, okay? Maybe not as consistent as we'd like, but we are essentially ascending positively, okay? Same thing here with the Ichimoku cloud too. We have a situation here where the lagging span's kind of within the price action, right? I mean, hypothetically, the price goes up from here. It really wouldn't have touched, but it's soon to. It's safe to presume it will. So what that basically just means is if you have a long position open, you should have taken profits by now. We took profits, and mainly because we have it fully automated based on my trading bot, but more importantly, that's just kind of how we set targets. We have multiple targets and multiple entries when we take trades. If you're not doing that, you're doing it wrong. At least, again, that's my personal opinion. If you're 100% in, 100% out, that works for day trades, maybe scalping. But when it comes to bigger picture stuff, longer term holds, you're doing yourself a disservice by getting out too early, or not leaving the skin of the game, averaging your position up or down. There's a lot of different things that you can do. But over the years, I've just discovered that averaging your position in or out is a very, very effective way of trading. So what I'm getting at here is that you should take some profits, yes, but definitely don't close your full position, because we don't know if the price will pull back any further. Because again, Bitcoin being on the struggle bus, if Bitcoin continues to struggle, Avalanche could too. But if you look at the charts, Avalanche is doing tremendously better than Bitcoin is in the last 48 hours, okay? And that speaks to how strong of a coin it is now that we've broken through $38, okay? Again, to me, 38 is a pretty big deal. So staying above that's great. We can also see a large accumulation of volume now at about 39, another support level there. So all the more reason why the price should continue higher. Again, we're above the cloud, averaging ourselves out right there. Conversion line is still above the baseline. We got 2 out of 3 reasons to leave our long position open. 1 reason to potentially take some profit, okay? Again, I want to emphasize that. Take profit. You guys ever heard of that? It's a thing in trading that you do when you want to be profitable. Again, I'm being sarcastic, I apologize, but it's amazing how many people just hold on for dear life and then they never sell, and they just they regret it. A lot of folks, unfortunately, will have success stories of holding on forever and having some really good luck. Okay? But again, if they never sell, they never profit. So again, a lot of different strategies there. Anyways, that's about all we got here for the hourly. The last thing I want to kind of summarize with, and this is important too, if you've been utilizing Bitunix, for example, you've used my link to register, they do have a situation here where you have a trading safeguard for the next 48 hours until December 17th, where you basically, on your first trade, you will not lose $100 if you lose a trade effectively. It just has to be your first trade with Bitunix. So if you've registered with my link and you haven't traded yet, go ahead and do so. If you haven't registered with them, use my link, go ahead and fund your account. Effectively, the $100 will be safeguarded. Okay, so just a little thing they're doing for the next 48 hours. So cool little stuff. I like that they have little things like that. So anyways, check them out. Let me know your thoughts. Link down below as well, cryptocash.tech, if you want to become a better trader. Keep in mind, my signals group is filling up quickly, so we're going to have to start limiting the amount of users here just based on how many people are coming over. So again, welcome to the community. Super happy it's working well for you. But if you're considering it, sooner the better, of course, just so I can't have to tell you later I'm sorry. All right, anyways, that's all we got here for today. Do me a favor, like the video if you found benefit. If you comment below, greatly appreciate that as well. Love to hear your position on AVAX, what your thoughts are. We have some new community members that have been in since 12, which is awesome, by the way, and they're riding it up to 50. That's the goal. Again, I recommend adjusting your stop loss higher. Just be safe. Either way, congrats, no matter how you look at it. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.